We're going to make some pickled eggs today, mainly vinegar and boiled eggs. Hard boiled eggs, some recipes say do them for about 6 minutes, some say do it for about 10 minutes. If you only do it for about 6 minutes, the yolk will be slightly soft in it. So we've got 150 millilitres of water, 400 millilitres of distilled vinegar, some bay leaves, some thyme, 1 tablespoon of coriander, 1 tablespoon of peppercorns and half a tablespoon of salt. And I've done about 10 eggs here. Then I'm going to boil this up, allow it to cool, and then pour it over the eggs. Some recipes say strain the liquor, but I'm going to keep the things in to give it some more flavour. Okay, we're back to pickling eggs. I've done the pickling liquid, which I've boiled up. I peeled all the eggs except 2. So these ones have done 7 minutes, these ones are 9 minutes. Just going to show you the difference between these. So to peel an egg, bash it on the table all the way around. Bash it on the table all the way around. Loads of ways to do this. Roll it a little bit, don't push it down too hard. Roll it a little bit. Then, with your fingers, you should be able to pull it off, and it should pull off quite easily. If you overcook these eggs, say 15 minutes, they can go green or like a grey colour. Now I've got some water here. You can just go like that to make sure you don't get any of the shell on there. Show you once more. I've done all the others to show you. If you only cook them for about 4 or 5 minutes, they're quite hard to peel. In the recipes, I've had a look online at all the different ones. Has loads of different things from about 6 minutes to 15 minutes. I would say 15 minutes is definitely too long. Now I'm going to show you. I'm going to cut one of each in half. I won't be pickling these two. This one is a 7-minute one. Well, actually, this one looks like it's over 7 minutes because I've had one of these earlier. As you can see, it looks a little bit runny. That was 7 minutes I put that for. And this one here is a 9-minute one, so I'm going to use the worst looking one. These ones will look, and I'll show you in the middle. So these ones still aren't really, really white in the middle. Not white, but they still look a bit yellow in the middle. Let me show you that. They look a bit yellow in the middle. Now if you like them all completely, sometimes they're a bit completely dry, I don't like them too dry, but if you cook them real 9 minutes and you plunge them into boiling water, I'm just going to get the camera on here, here we go. So as you can see, there's still some yellowy bits in there. That's 9 minutes, so anyway, that depends how you let them done. So I've only got 6 eggs left now, so I've got the liquor here, but I'm going to do some of each actually. I'm going to put some in this jar, and I've sterilised them in the oven. I'm going to put some of the liquid in first, so they don't bunch to the bottom. Now some people say strain it, I'm not going to bother straining it. But I'm going to make some different ones here. So I'm going to put these 3 in this pot. For this one I'm going to put a little bit of beetroot in. And we're also going to put a bit of aniseed. Break it up a bit, that's like an aniseed. And also some cardamoms, a clove. And I'm also going to put in half a teaspoon of peanut spice. So these are going to be red when they come out. If you want them yellow, you can just put the turmeric in. Now I'm going to put these 3 in there. Leave them about 3 days. Then I'm going to cut them open and I'm going to show you them. Yep, and we're going to see which ones you like. So these will have a bit of a pink tinge to them, a pinky yellow tinge, where they've got the things on. The lids have also been sterilised. Make sure they're covered in the vinegar, which they are. They say you can leave them for months. I only normally leave them for about 3 days, 2 or 3 days, and then I eat them. And they normally only last unless I make loads and loads of them. I'd eat them 2 a day. They will only last 2 or 3 days at the most. Okay, thank you. So as you can see, this one, they should look a little bit red. And you can use red cabbage instead actually. Normally I use red cabbage, I haven't got any red cabbage, so I put a bit of beetroot in there to show you. Thank you. Mr. Broxton back here with the pickled eggs. So we've done the 2 types. So we've done one in the normal spices, and I didn't strain the spices, that's why they go slightly discoloured, and I've cut them in half. This one, obviously, we put a little beetroot in, and we got a nice pink tinge to it. Now this one actually looks like it's not been peeled, which is weird. So if I cut it in half, just try and cut it in half here. Oh, this is while I hold the camera. As you can see, it's got a nice pink tinge to it. So okay, we're going to taste it now. So we're going to have a quarter each of each one. Now these ones, if people have never had, Shall I mention your name?
If you like.
Mr. Malcolmson's here, so he's a music teacher. So we're going to all have a stew over the bit that I've not touched down.
Okay, thank you very much.
And I'll do that bit for Ryan. Now what's good about these is they're a quick snack. So years ago, this is a preservative, they're in vinegar. If they had any excess eggs, like if you had a farm and you had hundreds and hundreds of eggs, you can pickle them, they would last for, you know, like quite a while obviously. Now we're going to have the pink one, which is beetroot. So I think the beetroot ones look good because they've got like a pink tinge to them. These are nice in a sandwich with mayonnaise because obviously the vinegar, you know, some people would find it quite strong. So which ones do you like?
They're lovely. They're both lovely, thank you.
They're both lovely. So I think they taste pretty similar.
Yeah,
but if you, I think egg goes well with mayonnaise and crust. I've actually got some crust here, so this would go well in an egg mayonnaise sandwich. Here we've got some Nismar salad. Normally has anchovies on, but we've got crab and tuna in it today.